If you play CSGO, you gotta try ggpredict.io. It's a training platform to analyze and better understand how you play and what mistakes you make during your Counter-Strike matches. Then, effectively train those aspects that need improvement. You can use it to improve literally every aspect of your game: team play, nades, pace of your game, or your aim. It not only analyzes your game in so many aspects, but also lets you train on the platform thanks to personalized training plans. How? GG Predict's AI knows exactly what you need to do to become a better player. Each week, you automatically get tailor-made trainings made by the best CSGO athletes who work with GG Predict. It's easy and fun, and you can train right on GGP servers and get all the data from your trainings analyzed. Simply connect your Steam, Faceit, or eSportal account and get your matches instantly analyzed by GG Predict. We almost forgot, if you're playing just for fun, that's great too. You'll love our social features, which allow you to compare with your friends and finally check who really is carrying the team.
Hey guys, and welcome back. This will be a complete guide about lurking. We're going to list all the 5 categories that I personally think are necessary in order to be a good lurker, and we're going to expand on each, as well as have some pro players examples at the end. So let's get right into it. So the first category would be controlling your pace. You as a lurker want to be able to control your enemy's pace as well as your own pace. You want to be able to make the enemies either push into you or push them back, or even keep numbers. That can come from putting pressure, from putting song cues, or even from not doing anything. So the second category is aggressive versus passive lurking. We will be talking about the benefits of being an aggressive lurker and a passive lurker. So when you're aggressive, you're denying a lot of information. You're pushing the enemy team off to the side or to the general positions and making them waste a lot of util. As soon as they waste a lot of util, it's way easier for your own team to breach that side or to breach that gap. As well as when you're aggressive, you can use a lot of gaps that the enemies create while they rotate off, and you can get more space or even get some kills. Being passive is also a big benefit. So when you're a passive lurker, you're controlling the information. So you're not letting the enemy team push, and you're denying information, deeper information. And when they push, it's way easier for you to kill them. After you took the control you needed as a lurker, you can be annoying, quote unquote, and deny information and deny rotation later on the round, as well as keep numbers towards the side that you want to keep the numbers at, and make it easier for your own team to breach the other side, or even to breach the other area of the side that they're not looking at. The third category is being unpredictable. You as a lurker, you want to be as unpredictable as you can, and make sure the enemy team is not aware of what you're doing at every single round, and you're always constantly switching it up. Switching it up between being aggressive, between being passive, being able to control the paces we spoke about, and generally that's how you're creating gaps. So teams are unaware if you're playing passive or aggressive. Sometimes they might push into you, sometimes they might play too passive, and then you can waste a lot of util and just hold them there. So you just generally want to be unpredictable and make sure that you do something different every second round or every round or every third round that you play. Don't make yourself too predictable and knowing exactly what you're going to do at every single round. The fourth category is taking gaps. As we briefly spoke about in the other categories, taking gaps is a major thing as of being a lurker. Taking gaps, we're not talking about small gaps, we're talking about space gaps. What I mean about that, for example, let's take T-side Inferno. If you're playing towards A and you're the lurker, playing towards mid, towards apps, so for example, you notice that nobody plays Arch at the beginning of the round. You can easily switch the pace up and be super aggressive, go towards Arch, and lurk your way around B. You can now have information on where the B players play, making sure that the B hit is way easier for your team or even get some kills. Let's take another example of Nuke. So Nuke Door, as an example, you can do the lurk smoke, and if you notice nobody spams it, mollies it, or somebody didn't contest it at that specific round, you can easily go down vent and make sure that the ramp hit is much easier for your own team, as well as cutting off rotations. The fifth and final category is knowing your limits. You as a lurker really want to know when you need to stop and go back and regroup with your team, or when you're able to continue. So that comes down from pretty much testing your limits before that, knowing how far you can go, when you can do it, and how you can do it. So for example, if we take B overpass, you're throwing your short molly, you're able to get into short, take some gaps into short, into monster, spam, make your presence, and even get some kills. But then the next round, the team sent 3 numbers on you, and you're pretty much unable to do anything, and it's pretty much a 3 versus 1 fight, which is unfavorable for you. So you would rather just throw your nades, listen for the information, and fastly regroup with your team and hit the other side because all the numbers are specifically aimed towards you. Now that we covered all the 5 pointers, let's get right into the pro examples and let's talk about how they do stuff. So right here we're watching ropz on Inferno. ropz is going to start this way in second mid, go towards apps, throw a molly in boiler so nobody pushes him, then slowly work his way into apps, clearing all the angles, and eventually getting those kills in mid. So right here, he's slowly taking apps, taking the control, clearing the angles, knows that they're peeking mid because they're fighting his teammate. As soon as he heard one guy pushing mid, he peeks boiler, gets the scout, then instantly swings, kills Tizian. It's more of an aggressive lurk right there. Then he takes the gap because he killed 2 players towards A, and he knows that Gade and Kido are the B players. So he just watches for the rotation, makes sure his team goes towards the side, and then slowly gets the side like that. I'll fast forward so you guys can see. NiKo and Mirage is having a fast lurk towards mid. He's going to take cat and then split towards B. So right here, he's having a smoke from his teammates, a top mid one, and a window one. He's going to rush down towards cat and get into ladder room. That sets up a perfect B split. I'll let you guys watch. NiKo and Mirage, right here, starts around towards Palace. He's going to watch for the push, make sure nobody gets close, and then eventually split with his team towards A. I'm going to fast forward a bit so you guys can see how exactly he holds Palace, and that he tries to take the angles for the push to happen. So he's waiting for the push right here, slowly creating some presence, making sure nobody stole bulk, creating the presence, and right now, you guys can see that his team is right there up con. He's getting close to go out. As soon as they take contact, he will just go out. And that's how his lurk is so effective, knowing nobody pushed pause. And off of that, he can just like clear CT side, clear the close angles, and make sure he supports his teammate pretty well. We are looking at XL and Overpass. So this is an example of a passive lurk. XL is going to throw a short molly so that CTs can't push short, just as easily as that. He's going to go back and throw the bomb to his team, and after that, continue to just watch the flank. Make sure nobody's pushing B and flanking his team throughout the round. I'm gonna speed up the process so you guys can see. Exile on Overpass, once again. He will go towards B. He will throw his short molly as he's thrown before to put the same amount of pressure and being unpredictable in what he's going to do next. Right here, we're going to see him get close to the smoke and try to listen for info. Currently, his whole team is towards A, and he's trying to see if he can get any gap. Slowly but surely, he understands that he can't take any gap because the CTs didn't give him any information. He just spams a bit to put some extra pressure, and slowly you're going to see that his team will notify him that they're eco, and he will just hold and make sure that nobody pushes them from behind, can make any gap or any play, and just like that, they win the round, and Exile is just saving them for a possible flank. I'm going to speed the process so you guys can see. We're going to watch Exile on Overpass, doing his lurk towards B. This is more of an aggressive lurk, taking out the gap that he had. So right here, we're going to see he's going to molly short. Right after that, he's going to throw a lurk smoke that will land right outside of monster, just to go out and get information. He's going to wait, bait, and see what info he can get from that smoke. Nobody peeked the smoke, nor did he take short. From his knowledge, he flashes towards short to create that extra presence that he might have taken short. You can see the immediate reaction of the CTs after that lurk smoke is to take short. As soon as he notices that nobody's peeking him, not towards short and not towards monster, he's going to take the gap in monster and try to search for a peek. He sees nothing, so he continues into the B side and eventually gets the B side for free. I'm going to fast forward for you guys to see the action. Exile on Overpass once again. Exile would go towards B, as he does every single round. He will throw the short molly he does every single round, and a flash behind it, just to put some extra fake pressure on the CTs. Obviously, Exile didn't take short, so he doesn't know that the CT pushed through his molly, but right now, Exile is going to be focused on just containing and maintaining control that he has right now. So the control he has is pretty much outside monster, and he makes sure that nobody pushes his team behind, and that allows his team to take connector or A much easier. So we're going to see that he's going to do the Lurk smoke once again just to put that additional pressure and try to keep CTs towards B side while his team takes A. So as we see, it failed, but Olofmeister is going to push him from short fight. Exile does expect that. He throws there another flash to fake, expects the Olof push, kills Olof, and off of that puts his team in a 5v3 situation. Makes it very easy for his team to win the round right after that. This was a complete guide on how to be a lurker. We covered pretty much everything that you guys need to know for beginners and a bit for more experts. Hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like and a comment, and make sure you guys subscribe. Cheers.